Racing, you're coming to the front. Ahead, oh, and we've got trouble there as it's Ian Schechter gets punted off the road, or he goes off the road. Maybe the tyres were too cool. It's Audi in second position. It's Ben Morganroot in third position. They go down the dip and go through. We're just looking there for Willie Hepburn. There, oh, there he's lost the position. And Tony Viana now well and truly back in this race. Willie Hepburn, after going into the lead in that first corner, lost his position, and there we see him lying in third position behind this Winfield BMW of Tony Viana. Right, so the order now, it looks like it's Sorrel in the front. We'll just pick him up as they get closer to us. So the man that went into, there it is. There's the order now. Sorrel van der Merwe has gone to the front. Willie Hepburn seemed to have overdone it, going into Audi corner. And Sorrel now coming through to lead on at the end of lap 1. Then coming down the road, we've got Ben Morganroot, we've got Tony Viana, then we've got Willie Hepburn throbbing along. Behind him it's Johan Coetzee, Ivor Roche is next, Dick Sorensen, there's Gary Dunkley, then it's Larry Orford, Paddy Driver, there's Glenn Gibbons, and the first of the 2-litre cars, that's Peter Lance in the Volkswagen. Ian Schechter is lying behind Peter Lance in about 11th or 12th position. So Hepburn's got quite a job ahead of him. He's now starting to move up on Tony Viana, who's doing his utmost to try and get past Ben Morganroot. They come through the Conti S's, go down the dip. You can see it's quite a severe dip downhill. They start climbing again up through Hanger. And this is Willie Hepburn at his best. This little man, this big-hearted Willie Hepburn is now on a roll. And he's intent on getting those others, locking his wheels. Here he takes over third position. And once again, the bodywork of Ben Morganroot's car takes damage as Johan Coetzee comes up to challenge him in the Gearmax Skyline. He's going around the outside and bringing with him Ivor Roche in the Hyperspace Mazda, another very potent driver at the circuit and of course in East London as well. So the battle is well and truly on this time. Van der Merwe goes through. In second position it's Tony Viana in the Winfield BMW. It's the Winfield 3.5. Here they come towards us in third position, recovering from that first lap excursion into the veld is Willie Hepburn in the Sabre Opel. There he is now, flying along, tucked right down in his motor car. In fourth position, we've got Johan Coetzee also in the picture there. Now, Ben Morganroot moving back a wee bit. There he is. There's Johan Coetzee just coming to the picture now.
Sorrel van der Merwe wat reeds 'n gemaklike voorsprong hier opbou, maar die man van die wedren in die stadium is Tony Viana, baie beslis in die Winfield BMW M35. Dis 'n motor met 'n M3 bakwerk en 'n M5 engine BMW natuurlik. Hy het tegniese probleme gehad aan die begin van die vorige uitdun, terwyl ons na Ben Morganroot kyk wat sy posisie verloor het en hulle moes in hierdie breuk tussen die twee wedrenne die hele engine vervang, 'n nuwe engine ingesit, die vorige Kyalami engine en Tony Viana op die oomblik in die tweede posisie. Hard word daar gerem op die skerp draai na regs, dis die Harnal draai, die Hans Harnal draai, terwyl ons kyk na Sorrel van der Merwe. Daar is die volgorde, Sorrel van der Merwe, dan is dit Tony Viana, dan is dit Willie Hepburn in die Opel Rekord 4.8. In die vierde plek is dit Ben Morganroot. Dan is dit Johan Coetzee wat deurkom, Ivor Roche wat ook daar deur is in die Mazda RX-7. Kom die motors met hulle donderende groot engines hier deur ons, verby ons kameraposisies. En ek kan vir u sê dat die skare die hele dag hier gesit en wag het om nog die laaste wedren ook van die dag te kan sien. Jy kan sien dat die son is besig om onder te gaan in die weste, terwyl die manne in die Wesbank reeks vir gemodifiseerde sedanmotors alles in die stryd werp om hulle die toeskouers die skouspel te bied waarvoor hulle gekom het. Een sektor wat teruggeskuif het nadat hy daar van die baan afgejaag het en hy is besig om by klomp van die agterste manne by te kom om daardie posisie van hom te verbeter. Op die oomblik is dit motor nommer 29 en dit is Dick Sorensen in die Sabre Nissan Skyline. Dick Sorensen, een van die veteranen van gemodifiseerde sedanmotorwedrenne. En hy jaag natuurlijk in klas B, dis vir motors en met engine kapasiteit tot en met 3,6 liter. Nog steeds Sorrel van der Merwe wat voor, gevolgd deur Tony Viana. Dan is dit Willie Hepburn. Dit is Sorrel van der Merwe in die vierwiel aangedrewe turbo aangejaagde Audi Quattro wat 'n groot trekpleister is vir toeskouers in Suid-Afrikaanse motorwedrenne en wat hier weer 'n gemaklike voorsprong het. Hy het 'n baie goeie oorwinning behaal in die eerste wedren. Maar die strijd op die oomblik in die tweede plek is die tussen Tony Viana en Willie Hepburn. Tony Viana wat baie hard gewerk het hier in die breuk, in die kuipe om die motor se engine te vervang en hy het al reeds meer rond, is nou al in die wedren voltooi as wat hy in die eerste uitdun voltooi het. Maar Sorrel van der Merwe wat hier 'n vertoning opsit van motorbestuur vernuf, van jaag vernuf En weer eens hier die oppositie heeltemal oor aan Suid-Afrika se beste renjaar tot dusver. Hy is 'n man wat agter die wiel van enige motor kan inklim, 'n gemodifiseerde motor, 'n standaard motor, 'n tydrenmotor, en hy is baie beslis die beste renjaar wat Suid-Afrika tot dusver nog opgelewer het. Maar nog steeds is dit Tony Viana en die BMW M35 wat hier in die tweede plek afkom, al so 5 sekonde verskil tussen die casino en daar by die stadiger motors begin verbygaan. Derde is dit nog steeds Willie Hepburn in die Opel Rekord, die V8 Opel Rekord. Hy is besig om te onderhandel om 'n nuwe engine uit Amerika aan te voer en hy hoop om die engine in Augustus hier in Suid-Afrika te hê. Maar is 'n betroubare V8 wat hy by die oomblik agter hom het. Dus een sector sien ons is besig om op te skuif. En hy is besig om nou in te haal op Dick Sorensen. Op Dick Sorensen se Opel se Nissan Skyline. Ben Morgenrood wat bietjie ongelukkig was tot dusver in hierdie wedren wat van die baan af gegaan het. Die motor se bakwerk en daar die tekens van die onder ons wat hy al reeds gehad het. Ben Morgenrood op die oomblik net agter Willie Hepburn.
Well, we've now completed half this race. We've got 5 laps to go. Tony Viana lying at the moment in second position behind Sol van der Merwe. There's the third man, and tailing him all the way is Ben Morgenrood. There's the second man. These cars, of course, we will be seeing at Kyle Army next Saturday afternoon, the Kyle Army birthday meeting. They'll also be seen at the East London Grand Prix circuit on the 22nd of July. You don't want to miss them. They're unbelievable to see in action with the noises, the V8s, the popping, squeaking turbos as Viana comes down the road, and Willie Hepburn is starting to close. Hepburn is starting to close. He's pumping those brakes furiously as he goes in there. Ben Morgenrood is next. Morgenrood showing lots of battle scars all over that Mazda. It's nicely turned out, new colour scheme. Easy to identify around the circuit. He goes through the Conti-S's. It's left and right, and those drivers are really harnessed into those motor cars so that it minimises the G effects of the tremendous grip of these gumball tyres that are fitted. They're monster tyres fitted on these modified saloon cars. And this is what's brought an all-time record crowd to the circuit. There's 30,000 people standing at the circuit. The queue went down the road for more than 3 kilometres on the motorway, all trying to fit their way into the Scribante circuit this afternoon. And what a driving display Ben Morgan is giving in that Mazda. Bent or not, he might be bent, but he's certainly not bowed as he goes on his way. Ahead of him, he knows he's got Willie Hepburn. Sol van der Merwe goes through, finishes lap 7. And Hepburn has got it down to about 75 metres. There's the man in 4th position in frame now, the auto-fit Mazda. There's Sol van der Merwe leading it now. What a display, what a driver. He was at Lamar 2 weeks ago. Tremendous performance there with the other South Africans like Wayne Taylor, like George Fashie, Chris Aberdeen and Nico Bianco. They put on a very, very good show. And you can see Willie Hepburn is starting to close. We've got 3 laps to go. It's 2.5 laps of this race to go, and Hepburn is pressing on. And look at that Sabat Caltex Opel in action. It's using all the roads. And this little man tucked way down in this motor car is giving it his all, heavy onto the brakes. Some of them say that he's got a bigger right foot than he's got a left foot. It's like a 11 size shoe on the right hand foot that he can actually bullet this car away from corners. And he's got onto the Winfield BM's tail. Tony Viana's had a day of working on cars with gearboxes and engines. The timing chain broke as they come up on George Bezuidenhout and the wheels lock on Hepburn's car. George Bezuidenhout is leading Class D at the moment as they come up on him. And it's going to be a fight to the finish now. We've got it now, 8 laps to finish. We've got just on 2 laps to go. There is the leader, Sol van der Merwe, but for second position, the battle is on. This is a 2.5 kilometre circuit. We've had exciting racing going on here from midday today. And there they are. He's right on his tail, using a wee bit of curb as he comes around there. It's Tony Viana, it's Willie Hepburn. You can just see him handing that motor car down the dip, using all the road. And look at these 2 cars hurrying. Viana gets out of that corner a lot quicker. On their way to Hans Hepburn, it's heavy onto the brakes. Monster brakes on these cars, double calipers, one at the front, one at the back to slow these heavyweight cars down. Right, we're down to the last lap and a half. They'll be into their final lap very, very shortly. It's just, this is lap 9 with just that one to go. And is Hepburn going to be able to do it? As he comes out, he gains in some places and loses out in the others. And if he loses at all, Ben Morgenrood is going to be right there with him. You can see him coming up the road. The Audi goes through in the front. Here come the others. And it's Tony Viana and it's Willie Hepburn on his tail. And Ben Morgenrood is coming up the road as well. It's going to be an exciting finish.
Sarel van der Merwe wat op pad is om nog 'n oorwinning hier te behaal. Hy is besig om in die stadiger verkeer in te beweeg, maar Sarel van der Merwe wat beslis weer eens hier 'n oorwinning gaan behaal in hierdie wedren vir gemodifiseerde sedanmotors. Dis die laaste ronde waarna ons kyk, maar wat gebeur in hierdie stryd om die tweede plek? Dis Tony Viana, dit is Willie Hepburn, dis BMW teen Opel. En wat gaan gebeur aan die einde van hierdie wedren? Gaan Tony Viana daarin slaag om hierdie motor waarvan hy die engine moes herbou en moes vervang tussen die twee wedrenne, daarin slaag om hierdie motor oor die eindstreep te kry in die tweede posisie, of gaan Willie Hepburn aanslaag om vir hom in te haal? Dit lyk nie vir my so nie. Dit lyk vir my of Tony Viana daar geslaag om hierdie wedren in die tweede plek te beëindig. Dwars is dit, en dis Willie Hepburn wat weer eens dwars gaan daardeur daardie draai. Die bande is besig om hulle klou vermoë te verloor aan die einde van hierdie wedren. Baie gemaklik dink ek is dit hier 'n oorwinning. Eerstens vir Sarel van der Merwe en met daardie fout wat Willie Hepburn gemaak het, ongelukkig vir hom, het hy enige kanse wat hy gehad het. Met Sarel van der Merwe wat die grote vlag ontvang, het hy enige kanse wat hy kon gehad het om daardie derde plek te kry by die vensteruit uitgegooi. Tweede dan oor die streep nou is dit Tony Viana. Daar is dit Willie Hepburn wat in die derde plek inkom. Ben Morgenrood in die vierde posisie. Sopas oor die wenstreep gegaan, sopas die grote vlag ontvang. En wat 'n opwindende wedren was dit nie. Veral hierdie stryd hier om die tweede posisie tussen Tony Viana en Ben Morgenrood. Of liewer Willie Hepburn. En hier is dit Johan Coetzee wat inkom in die eerste plek in klas B. En hy haal 'n oorwinning hier oor Iver Raas, sy arm in die lug. Terwyl hy oor die wenstreep kom, en 'n goeie oorwinning daar vir Johan Coetzee in die Gearmax Nissan Skyline in die klas B. Dis vir motors tot en met 3,6 liter engines. Maar daar is die man van die wedren, Sarel van der Merwe, die man vir wie almal kom kyk het hier vandag. 30,000 mense by Aldo Scribante wat kom kyk het na Sarel van der Merwe en die turbo aangejaagde, vierwiel aangedrewe Audi Quattro. Die uitslae van hierdie wedren, die tweede uit in hierdie Wesbank gemodifiseerde sedanmotor. Sarel van der Merwe gevolg deur Tony Viana in die BMW M35, Willie Hepburn in die Opel Rekord in die derde plek. Vierde is dit Ben Morgenrood in die Mazda RX-7, vyfde